Hey Peter, how did that go today?
Absolutely fantastic.
Good.
Fantastic.
So you're just so that people know, you're the fans rep along with your grandson Zane,
Right.
who sadly couldn't be with us this evening. But you were chosen as the fans reps for 2023. Tell us first, how did it feel when you got told that you'd been selected?
Well, my wife said to me, "Why are you crying?" It was incredibly emotional experience because I knew it wasn't spam. I knew it wasn't some Nigerian prince asking for money. Because I recognised Pat.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. It's totally stunned me.
Right. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself then. You're now living over in the States.
Yeah.
But you've been a big United fan for many years.
Yeah. I mean, I can remember the day when I first decided to follow United. I was in primary school, and my best mate had Charles Buchan's football annual, and it had the '63 Cup winning team, featuring in pictures. And he said, "I follow United," and I said, "Well, I never follow United. I can remember to this day, And then I can remember the '68 European Cup final. I remember George Best scoring his goal.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, my mum bought me the book by Jimmy Murphy, Matt United and Me. And I remember vividly, that picture of the Sheffield Wednesday match day programme where it had no names.
With all the blank names?
Yeah, blank names. So it's vivid.
All there. Where were you then? Where were you living at the time?
I was living, I grew up just west of London.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All through school, and I was a big Manchester. My mum, her sister lived right on the corner of Avenel Road, and you could see her back garden in between the North Bank at Highbury and the Avenel Road stand. And she took me up to see the Boxing Day game at Highbury. United lost 3-0, unfortunately, but Dennis Law played, and George Best and Bobby Charlton. I remember Bobby Charlton, he passed it diagonally across the field, and it was this curling ball. It was. I can vividly remember it. It was a beautiful thing.
Good memory.
Yeah. And then the following year, United played Arsenal again, and it was on. You can still see the highlights on YouTube. It was on the big match. Brian Ward was the commentator, and United were 2-0 down, and George Best scored first to make it 2-1, and then he set up David Sadler to score the second to equalise. And
fantastic. You're a proper fan, aren't you? Really? Going back all those years.
Yeah, well, I think George Best and Eric Cantona probably is,
So tell us about, so you got this letter, obviously you realised that you were going to be coming over to Munich and you were going to bring Zane with you.
Yeah.
So what's the story with Zane then? Have you got him onto the United fan
I've got
list?
into football.
Right.
Into football, he plays, organised football.
Yeah.
It's not the same in the US as it is when I was growing up as a kid, where we play in the street. It's all very organised, and he's a 6-year-old kid. He just loves sport, and he's definitely a Man United fan.
Excellent. So today, what was it like today then? Going up and standing on that stage and reading out the names of players, obviously who we lost in the Munich air disaster. How was that?
Yeah, I mean, it very much resonates with me, because of my United upbringing, and those names are very special. But I think what kind of really triggered off the emotion was the crowd. There was electricity from the crowd, and just the enthusiasm of you guys, organising this. Pat he's a dynamo, and his passion about United is absolutely outstanding. It's very contagious, and
there's probably over 2,000 people there today. I mean, I would estimate well over 2,000. So, and you had the best seat in the house there.
I did. It was Obviously indescribable. It was an absolutely fantastic occasion and I would recommend to any United
Good.
supporter to do this at least once in their lifetime.
Good.
And twice if you could. You know.
Good. No, I think that's really important, isn't it? That and you met all of those other dignitaries. You met Brian Robson, probably the best of everybody that was there. So you'd recommend to other people. Will you come back yourself? Do you think you'd ever come back to the? If
circumstances are right. You know, unfortunately my wife couldn't come with me.
Yeah.
We originally planned for my wife to come with me, but she, recovering from, she's a little bit of a rough year health-wise.
Yeah.
And I think she would have enjoyed a lot of things because for an American person. Though I did see that there was some Americans there today.
Yeah, all over the world.
Yeah, a bunch of guys I saw on the plane coming over actually. I'm not sure they all totally get the deep.
I understand
it's so deep inside us.
But they do. I mean, fans from all over the world. We've got fans from countries, who come here every year, who get United as much as we do. But yeah. It would be nice to get some new ones who maybe don't sort of understand the passion as we do.
Yeah.
Back in Manchester. Well, look, you've been a fabulous fans rep today. You did a really good job, and thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.